Are you looking for the best chef's knife? In this video, we will look at some of the 4 best chef's knife on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. MAC MTH-80. The MAC MTH-80 is our favorite knife because it's crazy sharp and will stay that way longer than most other knives. It's comfortable to hold, and it is a standout favorite among testers across a wide range of skill levels, regardless of their cutting style. When asked, the MTH-80 is the knife I recommend to most people without hesitation. It feels more agile than the German models we've tested and more durable than the thin Japanese Gyudos. Its blade shape strikes the perfect middle ground between the two styles, curved just enough for rocking but still straight enough for push-pull choppers. It makes chopping a breeze. In our tests, the MTH-80 always made clean cuts through fibrous carrots. The cut edges of basil stayed mostly green, with very little oxidation, which means the knife's razor-sharp edge broke very few of the herb cells. To be honest, all of the Japanese knives did a superb job on our basil test. That's because they're sharper and thinner, whereas the 6 budget knives we tested, $20 to $40 models, turned the basil black within 5 minutes. Even the pros think this is a great knife. The daytime kitchen crew at Le Coucou used the MTH-80 for prep and during lunch service for a week, and they praised its outstanding performance on vegetables, herbs, and fish. Scott Markowitz, sous chef at Le Coucou, said, "The MTH-80 was the favorite of all the cooks. We used it on shallots, herbs, and even slicing fluke for crudo. It was the best overall for basic mise en place." It stays sharp longer than most knives we tested. Because the MTH-80's stamped blade is made of very hard steel, it stays sharp longer than softer blades, such as those of the Victorinox Swiss Classic Chef's Knife 8-inch and the Wusthof Classic Icon 8 Chef's Knife. One Le Coucou chef who prepped shallots and onions in the mornings told us the MTH-80 held the best edge. But MAC's proprietary steel also isn't as brittle as the super hard Japanese steel that manufacturers use for most Juto knives, so it's less likely to chip, which the Tojiro F808 did after we used it to cut hard butternut squash. Number 2. Tojiro F808. If you want to add a Japanese Judo to your collection, the Tojiro F808 is an exceptional knife for the price. In our tests, the thin, razor-sharp edge cut through vegetables with the precision of a scalpel. One colleague fell in love with the Tojiro F808 and bought it immediately after the test. But it didn't quite surpass our top pick, the MAC MTH-80. It's shaped like a classic Judo, with a straighter edge, no bolster, and a pointed tip. The lack of a curve in the belly of the blade makes cutting with a rocking motion awkward, so if that's what you're used to, we suggest learning the push-pull cutting style. It's sharp and precise. Testers like chopping vegetables with the F808 because of its sharpness, control, and easy handling. It's ideal for slicing leeks, green onions, and herbs into fine julienne, but it's also excellent for handling most fruit and vegetable prep and slicing boneless meat fillets. The hard steel blade stays sharp, but it isn't suitable for some foods. The Tojiro knife's steel core is harder than the surface material. That hardness helps the blade hold a better edge, but it appears to be more brittle than MAC's homogeneous construction. We found a tiny, almost microscopic nick in the Tojiro knife's blade after cutting butternut squash. As it turns out, the company recommends that you don't use the knife for hard ingredients or frozen foods, because they can chip the blade. But since the F808's core has the hardest steel of all our picks, its edge retention is exceptional for the price. We still believe this model is one of the best values in kitchen cutlery. The handle might be too small for some folks. Testers with smaller hands found the F808's handle comfortable, and they didn't have any issues with their knuckles hitting the cutting board. But knuckle clearance was scant for testers with larger hands. This is a quality knife that stands the test of time. The F808 has been a popular knife in our test kitchen since 2015. We especially like its smooth slicing action and blade-heavy balance. Several wire cutter staff members also have the F808 and love it. Senior staff writer Michael Sullivan has been using the F808 at home since 2017. "It continues to hold its razor-sharp edge with minimal sharpening," he said in 2023. "It's my go-to knife for chopping vegetables and delicate herbs with precision. It's well-balanced and easy to maneuver." Tojiro doesn't offer a warranty on its knives sold outside of Japan. Instead, it's up to individual authorized retailers to offer a warranty on Tojiro tools. We've confirmed that Cutlery and More honors a lifetime warranty on Tojiro knives. Number 3. Wusthof Classic Icon 8 Chef's Knife. If you like the heft and the more substantial feel of a forged German knife, we recommend the Wusthof Classic Icon 8 Chef's Knife. Its factory edge is sharp, and it's a solid choice for folks who chop using a rocking motion. The blade is sharp, but it's slightly less graceful than our top picks blade. In our tests, the Classic Icon cut smoothly through butternut squash and onions. The carrots did split slightly, however. That's because this knife's blade is thicker than the one on our top pick, the Mac Mich 80. Like the other German knives we tested, this one caused moderate bruising with cut basil. It's comfortable to hold. Many testers like the Classic Icon's smooth, rounded handle, which fit nicely into the palm. The handle is larger than that of our top pick, and testers with large hands like the generous knuckle clearance. This knife's stainless steel blade is more durable than the Mac MTH 80's blade. If you drop a Wusthof knife into the sink or wait to clean it after cutting acidic foods, it shouldn't chip, stain, or corrode. On the other hand, the soft stainless steel also means the edge of this knife dulls faster and requires more regular sharpening. But that doesn't mean you should abuse the Classic Icon knife, or any knife, really. That kind of treatment destroys the blade's edge, so don't do it. The Classic Icon knife comes with a lifetime limited warranty, PDF, that covers manufacturing defects and damage occurring under normal use and conditions. Damage from accidents, misuse, and abuse are not covered. We also recommend Wusthof's Classic Icon 8 Chef's Knife in our guide to knife sets. The 6-piece Classic Icon set is a great option if you know you like German knives, and you have the cash to drop on a whole set. Number 4. Victorinox Swiss Classic Chef's Knife. The Victorinox Swiss Classic 8-inch Chef's Knife is the best you can buy for around $60. It's good for folks who don't want to spend a lot, and it's especially good for beginner cooks because it's durable. We wouldn't go so far as to call the Swiss Classic Chef's Knife a beater knife, but its polished stainless steel blade and ergonomic plastic handle can withstand more abuse than those of our other picks. Its shape is suitable for most cooks. This knife's gentle curved edge is good for any chopping style, and its wide blade lets you easily scoop and transfer food from the cutting board. We also like that the edges of the blade spine are slightly rounded and don't dig into your forefinger while you chop. It has a good sharp edge for the price. We diced onions, julienne carrots, and halved a butternut squash with relative ease and accuracy. The Swiss Classic Chef's Knife isn't as keen as our picks from Mac or Tojiro. Also, you'll need to hone it regularly, and you may want to invest in a home knife sharpener. But if you're replacing an old, dull knife or buying your first kitchen blade on a budget, this Victorinox knife won't disappoint. The contoured handle is a bit polarizing. Some testers found it difficult to pinch grip the knife because of the angle where the handle meets the blade. Other testers, I was in this camp, had no problem holding it with a comfortable pinch grip. Interestingly, hand size didn't seem to be a factor here. Folks with small hands as well as those with large hands landed on both sides. It's comfy for cooks who don't use a pinch grip. We understand that many home cooks don't hold a knife using a pinch grip, as pro cooks do. We chopped some onions while gripping the knife farther back on the handle and found that the contoured handle accommodated that style of grip well. It felt comfortable and stable. Victorinox covers the 8-inch Swiss Classic Chef's Knife with a limited lifetime warranty that excludes normal wear and tear, misuse, or abuse.